Alright guys, today I'm showing you where to fish while it's in springtime. So we're going to be checking out Tackle Box. And it's my first ever fishing video. So hit subscribe and do live streams and stuff. So first, this is early spring fish magnet jerk bait. Always has worked, always will work. But if it's cold outside, ice just melted, I would not fish this lure. But if it's like late spring, bass are just starting to get to their beds, this is what you should fish. Because one, it shows a lot of flash, vibration, can get more reaction bites, and also it's just, you can fish it slowly too. So if the water's colder and you don't have any other fishing options, that's money. Now, I've been absolutely slamming him on one of my favorite baits. Now, there's always good old trusty hook, sinker, hook, bouncing a worm off the bottom. Always catches fish if it's just like right after when they're done. First, I'm going to show you guys my confidence lure that I've absolutely been slamming them on. Sorry, my tackle box is really hard to get open. Y'all can see my Pride Enjoy. I am half broke. And that is the money lure. Let's talk about this lure. Why I should buy. This is a Live Ops little paddle tail with a little jig head. Like, you want a very small jig head because these baits float, so, and they don't sink very fast. So when you get more heavier, like swim baits and stuff like that, you have to fish them faster. But basically, what you just do, put this on the bottom, slowly reel it. You're gonna slam them. I went there a while ago, and I've already caught 2-pounders on this, like 2 5-pounders on it. Now, we're also gonna be talking about some other good later spring baits. There's always the little lipless crankbait. Lots of vibration. That's lots of flash. Goes through grass like butter. And then we have the bait that always works, the flipping jig. This thing catches fish, docks, boats, wide open grass lines, whatever you feel like using. And then there's the crankbait, square bait of crankbait. This is I don't remember what it's called, but it's Arc C13 something, I don't know. But and then my local lake is Gull Lake, and that's where I always like to fish. So I have a lot more natural colored baits. Since it's a very clear lake, since zebra mussels and stuff. And then there's always the fluke. Now this is just another Live Ops bait. It's got one, if you guys can see, the little weights in there. I like to keep them back in there because it makes it heavier and keeps the action, walking action, a lot better. So it moves a lot more. And then, if you're bed fishing, I'm about to show you what you need to fish, or else you're missing out. Glide baits. Realistic glide baits. Just, you throw this sucker by the bed, anything like that, small, big, there's going to be a big mama largemouth trying to get it out of there. And then, another bait that also works for bed fishing is good old Panorama. I don't know, I never really caught any fish on this, but heard a lot of things about, figure if you just put a hook on it, or like a football jig, bounce it on the bottom, so then it moves like that, then you should definitely get some fish because it looks like a shad or a smaller fish trying to eat the bass's eggs. And then everybody knows this fishing lure, one of the most best lures to use during springtime, the chatterbait. This thing, it's a chatterbait. I think it's a Z-Man. I know it's not the jackhammer, but I think it's going for $12. I'm not buying that. With a little Berkley chatterbait lure on there. I don't know. I've used many chatterbaits, and honestly, this bait is good for chatterbaits because the honeycomb technology right there, it lets it move a lot more. But as you see, the front is very solid and heavy, which is what I don't like about it. Basically, I'm going to be showing you guys a hack. So I'm going to pull out trusty tackle box. I'm going to get the lightest fluke style bait I can find. Basically that. It's very light. It's good. Basically, it's just not a decent, like, white fluke. I would try to find a more natural color. Basically, you put that in through there. And just try to get it in there. And with the lot lighter bait, it's going to give the chatterbait more flexibility to move. Because if you're using heavy bait, it just kind of vibrates like that, which will always work. But if you want more action on your lures, the chatterbait is going to move a lot more. It's going to bounce side to side, move a lot more. That's going to catch you a lot more fish. Now, everybody knows this hollow body frog. This thing is about absolute money fishing, pads, frogs. But this is like a summer, more later fall, like early fall and late spring bait to use. But it's also spinner baits. Let's talk these. Now this one's a little bit weirder, but it improves the action a lot. See how there's two things, and instead of it just like gliding through the water where it's coming up like that, this keeps it a lot more level, a lot more vibration. And then these long ones, these are for more flash and vibration. And then I got that white color contrast, which definitely catch fish. And basically all you have to do for this bait is reel it. It's a simple bait for beginner fishermen. And then that's about spring fishing. Now, if we're talking like where you want to fish, there's 3 spots you want to fish: deep, grass lines, and beds. Rocks will always do good in drop-offs, but beds in spring, you want that big mama bass, and that's defending her nest. Bring it by there, you'll definitely catch something. Now, there's pike lures. Now, pike, they're very aggressive fish, and everybody knows using big swim baits catching a lot of big fish like muskie and stuff like that. But what I find to use is whatever. There's 3 things: flashy, vibration, and movement. Now, this bait, it's got some decent movement. It'll wobble side to side if it's more colder, like worse bad conditions. But if I am fishing for pike and I really want to catch one, jerk baits. That's it. Jerk baits. This one doesn't have a hook on it. I need to put some hooks on it. But with the flashy vibration, since pike are so aggressive, they will clobber it. And then there's some topwater baits, flash. You got a spinner. It's technically a musky spinner, but it'll work for pike too. But if you had to ask me what my favorite fishing lure would be, I'm telling you, it's a spinner bait. Spinner baits will work any time of the day, anywhere. Basically, the only spot you can't fish it is in heavy, heavy cover. I mean, like, we're talking lily pads with weeds under it and everything. But this is definitely something you want to be using this spring. It's got a lot of flash. Still looks like a bait fish. Some guys, they'll put trailers on their spin, like their spinner baits. You don't need to. It doesn't really do much. It's just there. That's it. But, alright, that's how to spring fish. But why do I keep on saying, well, I don't know. That is how you spring fish. And come back, subscribe down below, because I need it. Everybody needs it, just do it.